Twitch.tv. WWE Champions.
Hey, I got commercials.
Nice.
What's up? Fish can't
Hey.
swim, and Vikes are playoff bound, and the Texan CP. You guys are here quick. You are ready.
Some friends in the chat, and everybody knows why, because tonight's the big night, Lee. The big night.
That's right. And on screen, we have the 4 people who are going to get released this month, as well as a plethora of misdirects. So, you can start thinking about who you think they're going to be. And let me know, or I will let you know, there is a theme to all 4 of them.
Is this in honor of Professor? Because we're covering the blog reveal for him, we have to do a swerve.
Yes. Professor even
Prescience.
encouraged me to do a video that would swerve, and I just couldn't. Like, this was a surprise. So just so you guys know, Professor is sick, so send your prayers and well wishes his way.
He can't be revealing his medical history like that. That's a HIPAA violation.
That was
Well, hey, we got, like Lee and I start every stream on Friday night on our Twitch. I've already pinned up faction roll call, and we want to know what faction you're in. Type it in the chat, and we're going to do some faction shout outs. We're going to get the blog started in about a few minutes. But let's see who's in the chat with us tonight. Toxic Mafia, yeet, first time chatter. Who else we got, Lee? Venomous Vipers, Maine, in the chat. Ooh. We got Funfest representing in the chat. We got Xena in the chat.
Oh, they're going fast.
We got Players represent in the chat. Who else we got here? Evening Champs. We got Haven Family in the chat. House of Creed and ZL. Boots to Ashes, here for the Empirics. Let's see who else we got. There's a faction called Sending Prayers to Professor. That's incredibly fast. A brand new faction in Champions. We got HCA in the chat. We got Woke Up Feeling Sick Myself. Must be something going around in the chat. Brand
Victoria's
new faction.
Secrets. You know something about that faction.
Man, I was in Victorious once upon a time, and they were really, really fun. A really fun crew. And I still think about some of those friendships I made. Smits, he's one of their leaders from the Netherlands. Incredible guy. So,
nice.
Longtime friend. Look, Venomous Vipers, first time in the chat. New Era Click. Uselessness in the chat. Super Mafia Bros. Did I miss any, Lee?
Professor said thank you for the new faction that's wishing me thoughts and prayers. That was very nice of you.
Yes. Champion's newest faction is recruiting. Thoughts and prayers for Professor. Join now. League 17 required.
Oh my goodness.
NWO
So
Broken Souls. Determination. Funfest. All right, back to you, Lee.
Z King. No, you're good. Just as so many people are rolling in, we will do the new contest reveal here in just a few moments. So if you follow us on Fridays, Fridays we do the live stream, but usually after Professor has put his out, so we make sure he gets priority views on that. We do a WCW, which is your weekend contest walkthrough. So we are calling this our ECW entire contest walkthrough. The land of extreme. So that may or may not be a hint. It may or may not be a misdirect. You're going to have to figure out. I did see one shout in there that said, if Nia Jax is the new character this month, I'm out. So, hey, Miss T is here from the Black Pearl. Love Miss T.
Honor your Queen of the Ring, champions.
That's right.
Reigning queen. Hey, here's an in-game tip for you before we get the vlog started. The King of Kings tours reset today. So you can still use your MLC perks from Gold Vibes to knock out those King of Kings tours while you have your perks, because they'll be resetting when the new MLC starts. pro tip.
Pro tip. Merrick's will be tomorrow. The Architectra. Merrick's should be tomorrow.
I wrote that. Bring back Merrick's. I typed that under my pseudonym. Nobody likes Merrick's more than I do. Thank you.
That's true. We do love Merrick's. Don't tease us, Stuart. Well, we've still got another 10 minutes before we reveal. Oh, some of these comments are so funny. Before we reveal, but put your guesses in the comments section right here. I can tell you two things. There is at least one new character coming to Champions that's never been in the game before, and there is a theme. There is a theme.
Nice.
So,
and are the right answers on the screen as well, or
they are,
or all, or none?
There, all of them are on there. Yes, all of them are on there.
Well, while everyone takes a minute to let us know who they think is going to be in this month's MLC, Lee, I'd like to take this opportunity to announce the Summer of Champions fan vote winners. Officially, as of today, the polls are closed. Side note, there is a new fan vote that just launched live at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. So if you reset the portal, there's a new fan vote live. But here are the winners. You have taken the wheel, built the scaffolding, and laid the egg. That's what the blog says. WWE Champions is heading into a glorious summer with 4 brand new superstars voted by our Champions community. Over the past 2 weeks, you narrowed down the huge list of options until only 4 remained. The 4 following superstars are going to be featured in our upcoming August events. So that's not what we're revealing tonight. But the August event vote winners are Ilya Dragunov, Batista, Mae Young, and Maxine Dupree. What do you think about those winners, Lee? What do you think about those winners?
Well, some might say that the community may have lost their dang minds, but I liked a couple of them. I like a couple of them in there. That should be fun, and that will be your August set. So we're on June, so you'll have June and July where we won't know who's coming. And to answer the question, yes, we are revealing all 4 months, all 4 of the month's characters live tonight, and it will be a similar format, but there are some big changes. So make sure you're getting your faction mates on here to watch this, because there are still some changes to come. So
the votes were interesting, to say the least. Some of the ones that I thought would win, that did not. I thought maybe Pete Dunne would win because, just like kind of a fan favorite, especially back from like NXT UK. Who else did I think might win? On the women's side, Ivy Nile. Like, I just thought that would be a really cool superstar to get in the game, and I think she's gonna have a long career ahead of her. Other ones, did anything? Oh, so Brian Pillman was probably the most talked about name on the list, but I just didn't see that in the vote. Right? I think Pillman actually lost by a pretty narrow margin, but Dragon Lee is another one that I thought might be really rad to get in the. But yeah. So more to come, and your vote. It was your vote, so it's your contest, champions, and we don't know necessarily why you picked what you picked. I just think about Batista. Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
I want to wear the blue trunks.
They're gonna put Blutista in the game, aren't they? Oh no.
I don't know. Who knows? These votes. If you are new with us, if you've never seen Lee and I, we are the voice and the face of WWE Champions Chat podcast. We are live on the Champions main Twitch channel every Friday night, and we do a little thing we call our power ratings. We'd love to have you. There's a lot of fan voting and input there. We are going to release this blog in less than 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes until the blog is revealed, until the 4 new superstars are revealed, I'm going to refresh my portal to see what the fan vote is. The new fan vote says, this year's Summer of Champions fan voting winners are in. Who are you excited to see in the ring this August? And you vote which of the 4 winners of the contest you're excited to see. And you get some web for it.
I wonder if that means like the person who gets the most votes is like the S+ tier that month, or who knows?
I would guess that there's a reason they want us to vote on this. Who knows why? Only those that will be counting the votes will know why. But I think it's cool nonetheless that our voice continues to be heard here.
Right. Thank you, SpiderGuard, for trying to put our links in there. For whatever reason, it's just not working.
Try this. It's because it's Champs Chat. Champs Chat. It's missing. Okay.
Goldie took us out of the system. Oh no.
Yeah, it didn't work. I'm gonna vote for. I don't know. So do you vote if you want your favorite to be the free one? Do you vote for the one you don't like the most, and you want them to be the chase you might not get?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I want Dragunov to be the freebie, right? Because I love him, and I wouldn't mind Mae Young being the hard to attain. So I'd be okay with that, but you know.
Professor says it's not working for anyone. Make sure you follow Professor G Gaming on Twitch and on YouTube. What's up, Smashkaz? Good to see you here. Smashkaz has actually done a couple videos for our channel. Did you know that?
Nice. Well, why don't we go back to the choose who from the main page here you think is going to be in this month's contest?
Yeah. Who do you think? Everyone who's going to be in this month's events are on screen. The question, and there is a theme. There is a theme that connects all of them. So, who we thinking?
They're still rolling in with faction roll call. I love it. We got over 500 people on the stream tonight for the big reveal. And nobody is on the same page at all in the fan voting.
I understand.
I love that.
I love that. Somebody said, please remove Naya so that we can get actually good choices. I can say Furpo joked about putting an acrobat Nia Jax in the game, so you know.
Some jokes don't have to be made. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Lee, are you ready? Do you want to? We
want to start it early. We still got people rolling in, but
I just get anxious. I get excited.
You do get excited.
I like to show what we're working with. So.
Right. Well, okay. Here we go. I'm gonna hit record before we switch over to the blog, and I got one thing to say before I hit our intro. Okay, which is, I'm really sad that Professor missed out on this one. Of all the ones to miss out on, here we go. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we are here with 570-something of our very best friends for your ECW entire contest walkthrough. Rusty, what do you see on screen there, my friend?
Awesome! I came to play. It looks like we've got the I don't know what you'd call them, the first couple of the WWE Ladders to Riches. This is the new blog and the new MLC going live. After celebrating the gold vibes in May, it's time to soak up some Canadian vibes, eh? You hoser?
Right. Of all the ones Professor and Goldie didn't do, the theme is Canadians. Oh, come on.
We have the least Canadian people to be reading this, so
That's right.
It's really an honor. Although I do put maple syrup on my pancakes. Join us for this month's Ladders to Riches contest, leading the spectacle Money in the Bank 2024. we are going to chase 4 brand new superstars from the start and get excited for a finale full of surprises. Here they are, folks. Long awaited. Look at these glorious Canadians. Chase brand new Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. and Gear. The Miz, must-see superstar. Bret Hart, the best there ever will be. And Gear. And Trish Stratus, Canadian icon, on various paths in June. Note this, Trish Stratus, Canadian icon, is the first regular women's division S+ tier superstar you can get to dominate your opponents. Get them early and take advantage of their victory tours that reset weekly. So that's exciting. We're seeing more of what we saw last month with the resetting victory tours. I thought that was one of the best parts of the whole month. Log in daily and claim shards to unlock brand new Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. at 2-star gold for free. Jumpstart packs in the shop can speed this up. All right, so we have our 4 superstars, Ms. and Mrs. Showboat, must-see superstar Tech Miz, best there ever will be Striker Bret, and the Canadian icon Trickster Trish Stratus. So how about the improvements in June? We're going to have a new month-long Blitz experience in June. We'll have more info below. The midweek prize wall runs through the whole month, but it launches week 2. Accumulate the medallions throughout the month in midweek contests and victory tours. Enjoy all month to accumulate your medallions and claim items you've wanted on previous midweek prize walls, such as moments, straps, gears, and new ultimate straps with no gender requirements. Yeah!
Pause.
I think we're all celebrating that.
Did you see that? Ultimate straps with no gender requirements. That doesn't mean they won't have era requirements, but that right there is worth the price of admission, ladies and gentlemen.
Win for the community. June, well, now take note. We've got new things coming in, but we've got old things going away. June will be the last month with the skill plate picker prize wall. So collect and spend your picker medallions on the skill plates you need this month. We rebalanced and rescaled the Feud Prep Talent Up, which now has tasks for 6-star gold tokens. Come on. They're counting in Talent Up. That's exciting. You can find 10 skill plate picker medallions in the top milestone. But remember, you got to spin those this month because that's going away. We replaced the moment token bags. This is like so exciting to read. We replaced the moment token bags in the top milestones with the new Feud Domination chest for moments, skill plates, top tier superstar shards, and strap parts, which were previously found in the top milestones. Due to the new MLC structure in May and the improvements in June, we removed the previous month's MLC Superstar Tour and weekly challenge tours. Rewards are allocated through the contests.
That's an important one to talk about, though, real quick. That is going to throw a lot of people, because a lot of people are already saying, oh, I got The Rock, therefore I'm going to be able to do the weekly challenge tours, the month-long special Rock tour. That's going away, but the same rewards, as far as we've been told, are going to be in other contests. So you're not losing the rewards, you're just restructuring where it is.
And let me respond to that. I read in the chat, it's like, wait, no victory tour? Well, wait a second. The victory tours have been resetting, right? Every week. Right. So there are, it feels like more opportunities for victory tours.
There's a lot more. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the final section of that, the month-long contest in June contains most of the improvements we introduced in May. Click here to revisit them. So if you click that link, that'll take you to the May Gold Vibes full blog, and you can continue to read about everything that was changed.
Yeah.
Journeys to success. Lee, how do we get these new superstars this month? That's the
Well,
question.
let
I
me
know.
tell you. And again, in terms of communication, this is such a better structure than previous months because people are able to plan out their months. I hope you guys like this. I really quite enjoyed it. So, Maurice is your free character. She is
Free
a
female
showboat.
showboat. That's a
Yes,
free female showboat. That checks a lot of boxes I think that the community's been asking for. So that's really
right.
cool.
It does. And like Andrade last month, she has gear, which is, we're going to see what's going on here. So claim 20 shards for free in the shop daily. And if you missed it somehow last month, that was every single day of the contest. That wasn't just the 4 days you need to unlock her. That was every single day. So you can get her even if you miss a day here or there. And unlock Maurice, Ms., and Mrs. at 2-star gold after 4 days of login. Jumpstart packs help you unlock her and other MLC superstars faster, and you can get her new gear in weekend one loot. Earn shards for the other new superstars throughout the month and in their dedicated themed contest and loots where you can earn more for them. So you see the Miz, once again, a technician. Bret Hart is a striker, so he's the updated striker Bret, no longer NWO 2000. And Trish Stratus is your S plus tier female. First S plus tier female. The honor goes to the great Trish Stratus. All right,
Right.
below is an overview of how many shards you have each month, this month, and where to get them. So we start with The Miz. The Miz is your A tier character. So he is the corollary to The Rock, the final boss. His regular shards, I'm going to try and put as much on screen as I can at once for your screenshotting capabilities, but you'll have free claims in the shop at 476, standard events at 640, midweek 2, 3, 4, and 5. Note that. Each have shards, as well as on the premium side, you can get additional lots of shards there. And then the weekend 1 debut loot has an additional 400 shards. Weekend 2 themed contest around the Miz has shards and premium shards. And then weekend 3, 4, and again note 5 are 50 each. And then you have your 5-star prize wall and your web shop events. So like last month, you have other ways to get shards if you're missing those final ones, which for me was crucial in recruiting Charlotte. So your total is 2,216 achievable through play out of 2,000. So like the final boss, you should be able to recruit him if you play all events. Plus, you have another 1,875 in the premium section. So once again, you should almost be able to double, more than double, the amount of shards you can get for the Miz. The trick is, and the goal is, the faster you recruit him, the more you get to do the victory tours. That is the big gotcha now. You get him sooner, you get a lot more of your econ and victory tour rewards. Bret Hart, the best there ever will be, is the corollary to Charlotte last month. You will get the poster available, plus there will be a gear event similar to this time, and he is an S tier. And like Charlotte, there's not as many shards, so you're not guaranteed a recruit by any means. In fact, you'll see you can't get there. This is a premium character, so this requires spend, luck, premium shards, and others to go. But you'll see you've got free claims in the shop. You've got your standard MLC events. You've got midweek 2, 3, 4, and 5, not week 1, but 2, 3, 4, and 5, plus premium shards on the other side of that. And then he has a weekend 3 debut contest that gets you 600. 5-star prize wall will have 100. Web shop will have 400. So if you do not spend, you'll get around or up to 2,286 shards out of 3,000 recruit, but there are an additional 2,075 shards available in the spend. So as you can see, it'll be tight to get him, but there are all in at least 1,000 plus more shards, give or take, than what is needed. But also, he has this little asterisk, Rusty. No shards in loot. Did you see that? No shards in his loot.
Is that only for Weekend Contest 3, his debut?
That does appear where the asterisk is, but his debut contest will not have shards. So that feels different. That means that weekend's loot is posters only. So we'll see.
I think that's how it was in May as well. Like, I think
No, I got shards of Charlotte. That's how I recruited her. Well, of course, maybe that was the weekend before. Maybe, yeah, you're right. That was the weekend before because it was her gear only.
Yeah, poster was the debut, and then the next week was the shards.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We need this is why we need Professor here to keep things flowing smoothly, keep us in line. Just kidding.
Yeah, and to remind me to hit record because I didn't. So we're gonna have to record the second go through on this.
And we don't know what era these characters are. Correct? We haven't seen.
No,
that.
they're on the poster. Now the posters may be wrong, but Miz and Maurice are modern era, and Brett and Trish appear to be Attitude era.
Oh, because of the look. I see that. Okay.
Yeah, top left.
Subject to change.
Yeah, that's right. Subject to change. Because remember, Hurricane had the wrong era on him forever. So, Canadian icon Trish. She is your first S+ tier female. So again, do not expect that you're going to be able to get her without spending. However, here's the breakdown. Free claims in the shop. Standard MLC events, blitzes, and tours. Notice those are all on the premium side. Weekend 1, Weekend 2, Weekend 3, Weekend 4, and Weekend 5. So there will be shards available every week of this 5-week contest. You can see them. I'm keeping them up there for just another moment for those who screenshot for their faction, including Toxic Mafia. Hey, guys.
So someone said this is Trish's WrestleMania 18 gear on her poster. So someone really knows their Canadian wrestling trivia. That's incredible.
Yeah. And I love the background, the maple leaf flag being in the brick wall. That's so cool.
If I were Canadian, I would probably stand and salute this poster. I would pledge allegiance to the Canadian flag to this poster.
There you go. All right, total shards available, 1,826 out of 5,000. Plus, there are 3,450 shards available that can also be found in loot, leaderboards, and web shop events at wwechampions.com. So, Rusty, I'm not great at math, but you have almost 2,000 and a little over 3,000. That means if you get everything, she should be recruitable, but that is including, I would imagine, hefty spend. This is your premium chase character.
Right. And maybe even some leaderboard reward. I don't know. Right.
Yeah.
It's all speculation. Don't. We're just talking about our observations of the blog.
Subjects or side effects include subject to change. All right, Rusty, take us into the Money in the Bank Blitz. I about called you Musty.
That's okay. It's not a first. So Money in the Bank Blitz, it looks like this is actually a month-long event, right? So blitz and climb the ladder for the best rewards on the prize wall all month. Bring your newly obtained superstars in May to enjoy this new experience. The Blitz requires a 5-star Andrade Tranquillo and at least one of the superstars released in May. Okay, so that's our Gold Vibe superstars. Contest superstars are the 3 main chases in May. Rock Final Boss, Charlotte Flair, Bow Down to the Queen, Triple H, Rex Regum. And you can earn Money in the Bank contracts in briefcases and redeem them on the prize wall for brand new ultimate straps with guaranteed boosts and era, random class, but no gender requirements. We mentioned that earlier in the blog. Also, you can bring Triple H Rex Regum for max rewards payout. So it looks like if you hit that S plus tier last month, you're set up for the next month to really do some good things. So where to find Blitz tickets? You can earn up to 6 Blitz tickets every week. You get one in the Feud Prep Talent Up or Master Manager contest. That's a Monday through Wednesday in the top free milestone. You get 4 in the top milestone of Blitz to the Extreme contest or the Master Manager contest, depending on what's live that week, Wednesday through Friday. 1 in the weekly $25 offer in the shop. We'll leave that there for you to screenshot.
Everybody good? Because we got something exciting next. All right, let me tell you about the Super Shard contest. I don't know about you, Rusty, but one of my favorite things this month was the idea that I could get 3 6-star characters with at least one of them being guaranteed gold. And do you know who I got, Rusty?
You showed me, but I don't remember. Who was it? Was it good?
I got Pat Patterson, and immediately
nice.
Benny Smaja, follow Benny Smaja Gaming, and Sorzoro, follow Sorzoro, both said you got the best tech in the game. And I went and watched their videos, checked them out, and he was doing an insane, like 125 million damage turn 1. Now, I still got to look and see the trainer situation, because it didn't look like they had the trainers to get him going turn 1, but
okay.
If I take off a little bit and get a lot, I'm happy for that. So, Ladders to Riches. Collect shards of the June MLC Superstars. So note that again. Collect shards of the June MLC Superstars and earn 6-star gold tokens and 6-star gold loot coins. Use the 6-star gold loot coins for a guaranteed 6-star gold superstar with every max pull 3 coins. And we have confirmed with Furpo it's very similar to last month, if not maybe even some of the same characters in the loot. So just so you know, same structure.
I thought the 2 most popular things from last month, or at least the most exciting people were raving about, was the gold loot and the resetting victory tours. Those were the 2 things that people seem to have. So I'm glad they're both back. It's really exciting that both of those elements are back. Tell us about these. Yeah. How do we get these coins, Lee?
So you collect Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. shards for up to 180 points with a limit of 560. That's pretty much what Andrade was. Collect 1 Ms. Must-See Superstar shard, 45 points 2,000 times. 1 Bret Hart shard, 51 points 1,800 times. 1 Trish shard, 1,800 shards. And then after that, notice this every Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. shard counts. So last month, the month ending right now, once you max the Andrade requirement, there was no more points for Andrade. And while you may think, oh my goodness, that's only 1 stinking point, I got a lot of Andrade shards, including 20 free shards a day that did not count, compared to once I recruited Charlotte, there was only so many of her shards available. So I didn't get too far into the bonus requirements, even with what I got. This will allow people to go farther if you keep chasing those Maurice shards. Collect Bret Hart shards, Miz shards, and Trish shards are 5 point each. Top milestone, same as last time, 555,000. Rusty, what's this Miz to Riches thing?
Mrs. to Riches faction kickoff contest. 24 hours only. Kickstart the contest with Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. Jumpstart packs in the store, because the early bird catches the worm, or in this case, 200 the Miz Must-See Superstar shards and Ladders to Riches prize wall emblems. Find ultimate straps with 100% gem damage on the leaderboard. Again, this launch contest only lasts 24 hours. So what do? You spend one Ladders to Riches loot coin and you'll get 15,000 points. If you increase the talent of Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. by 1, you get 100 points, I'm guessing, per talent increased, with a max milestone of 4.5 million. So you'll need to secure that kickoff pack to be able to increase the talent of Maurice, or you'll have to be a lucky ducky that pulls her in the Ladders to Riches loot. So I like
So let's talk about that for just a second, Rusty, because last month there was confusion that Andrade would not be required for the kickoff tour, but what it really was you didn't have to have a 5-star Andrade to get into the higher levels right off the bat, but he was still CSS. So just keep in mind, getting her early likely means that she is CSS for the kickoff tour as you go.
Yeah, but if I remember, you could still do the kickoff tour. You just couldn't get the CSS bonus points. So you're not locked. You're not locked out or prevented from doing the kickoff in a way. So your faction can grind that kickoff contest like crazy, whether you have Maurice or not.
And they gave you all sorts of rewards that you normally couldn't get to unless you had that character. Plus, there was other rewards in addition.
Nice. Hey, someone in the chat said, thanks for addressing the kickoff bonus part. Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for being with us tonight.
We try to be helpful. That's our role.
You know a lot about Canadian culture because apparently they are really into their potlucks in Canada. They
get lots of poutine and they just sit around and share it.
I am assuming that Scopely, they contacted some of our Canadian culture experts like Goldie and Professor. And are there any other Canadians on the CC team?
No, that I know of. I'm Gerson, but not the CC team anymore.
The OG, the French Canadian.
That's right.
Potluck apparently is a Canadian delicacy. It's when everyone brings a dish and shares a meal together, right? In case you're not familiar with that term. So you find collection cases in Ladders to Riches contests and the weekly Canadian Potluck Blitz. It's the name's cracking me up. Make massive progress with Canucks Bucks. You know that's a slang term for a Canadian as a Canuck.
Canuck Buck.
Canucks Bucks, which you can find during the weekend in the solo contest milestones. So we're going to click show more. You can earn nearly 2 million coins, 20,000, 200 million. Thank you. 200 million coins, 20,000 TP, plenty of high rarity tokens, and up to 10 Canadian Potluck superstar chests with a chance at posters and shards that can help you in this contest.
Rusty,
Lee,
are those loonies right there? Is that what those are?
No, so a loonie is actually a coin.
Darn,
this would be a Canuck buck. So there's actually a toonie and a loonie. But it looks like, are these replacing the gold ingots? Is that what these are replacing in this contest?
Or the Authors of Pain journals, or the so on and so forth.
The coffee mugs, or the Okay, so
I think these are fun.
The pink Canuck bucks are Miz, the orange are the Bret Hart. And
Rusty, I don't know if you're cutting out on everybody's, but you're cutting out bad on mine. Are we down? Can you guys hear Rusty? Can you hear me? Rusty's cutting out. Rusty went poof. Uh-oh. I can't hear Lee. No, you can hear me, but no Rusty. Okay. No Rusty. Good Lord, that chat is quick. Oh, and we lost Rusty. All right, give me just 1 second to see if I can bring Rusty back in. And if not, we'll keep going without him temporarily here. Yeah, Rusty is gone. Let me text and chat Rusty. Let me know when you're in. All right. Well, sorry about that all. So, ways to progress in the contest every day. Monday and Tuesday, claim free Blitz tickets in the store and at www.champions.com to earn collection cases in Blitz rewards. These reset after 16 hours. Wednesday and Thursday, earn more collection cases in the mid-week contest rewards, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, find Canuck Bucks during the weekend in solo contest milestones. Earn your rewards, ladders to riches. Play weekly contests in the competitions throughout the month to unlock awesome rewards in milestones, tours, and on the prize wall. Earn MLC rewards during the week in dedicated contests. Through the month-long midweek prize wall shines. The month-long midweek prize wall shines with various rewards and highlights. And imagine garnering titles in week 1, celebrating moments in week 2, and acquiring gears the subsequent week. Sorry, Rusty's texting me. Just letting him know, just you. And the order of that is subject to change. The Feud Prep Talent Up rewards you with feud perks and more. With every feud comes new feud perks. The following are the perks for the next feud. Opponents purple MP down by 10. Opponents purple gem damage negative 500%. Plus 200% reinforced gem damage. Plus 200% black gem damage. So remember, Rusty's refilling his maple syrup here. Oh my goodness. And he's asking, did we crash? Just you, pal. Sorry, man. So remind me in the chat, who does reinforce in black? Because we just had that, and there was a big discussion. What's going on there? Yeah, Muda can still hit. Won't have plus 99 anymore, though. Collect enough premium medallions in the solo contest and redeem them for 6-star gold loot coins, a superstar poster, June MLC shards, a Gremlin's Ears skill plate, and more. Yeah, of course the new Triple H is the one that's going to hit. That makes sense. Nation Rock, yep. Take part in the month-long collection contest and earn superstar chests with posters and shards. Redeem your earned emblems on the prize wall and choose additional rewards such as 6-star gold tokens, coin, TP as Goldie, our wonderful Canadian says, Econ, the Rock Final Boss shards, and much more. Notice the Rock Final Boss shards are in there. Defeat Maurice in the Ms. and Mrs. Tour Boss Weekly for special medallions that unlock even more rewards, and the month-long Blitz rewards you with money in the bank contracts and your choice of no gender ultimate straps. Those are awesome, guys, and guaranteed boost on the prize wall. Give me 1 sec to let Rusty back on here. All right, Rusty, are you back?
I think so. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Chat, can you hear Rusty?
You know what happened? I actually I lost all my HP, and somebody sent me 50 health packs, and I just came right back to life. So.
You got unbanned, Rusty. Yay! Well, I'm going to read. You can figure out where I'm at, and then you can take the next section from there. So collect keys and redeem them for contest superstars in the Ladders to Riches briefcase. Get 10 guaranteed, very rare items with every 55 pulls. Please note the briefcase loot resets weekly, so players who manage to league up can use this loot.
Did you notice? Scroll back up. Did you notice it? Did you see it? Scroll
the
up
Final
just
Boss
a hair.
Rock shards?
No, I think you missed it. Just scroll up to the previous graphic right there. Oh, look close. Go down a little bit. The green
Down a little bit is text.
No, the green box right above where you're reading. Go down. The opposite way, like down the block. Keep going.
Earn your...
No, the bottom green graphic. You're going up.
Well, you said the other way. Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Missed it.
KO.
You totally missed it, and they're going crazy in the chat that Relentless KO, who we've not seen, is I don't know why he's on this graphic, but I have to believe that some people are gonna, I don't know if it's shards, I don't know if it's a poster, I don't know if it's connected to what you just read about guaranteed very rare items with every 55 pulls. Is KO gonna be in the key pulls? What?
He's Canadian. He is Canadian. That would be.
I mean, like, so, like, I got back on and I was like, oh, he doesn't notice KO's right there. Like, he'd be losing. Yeah, he's just right there, just hanging out.
Yeah, so, and it's hard for me to watch the chat at the same time because I got two screens. This takes up most of it.
The chat was typing KO, 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 KO. Just like on repeat, like losing their mind. I love it. So, all right, we'll continue. I just want we didn't have a moment for that because that's like awesome.
I agree. I am still missing him. I'm a lot of shards away from him, but I am still missing him. So, all right, Rusty, you get to jump back in on the kickoff store bonus rewards.
And they're asking, is Kevin Owens Canadian? Yes, he's Canadian. He's French Canadian, like Quebec, if I remember. Yeah. He's from Eastern Canada. So, kickoff store bonus rewards. Talent up your new Maurice, Ms., and Mrs. with tokens, or take a convenient shortcut with our starter packs in the store. Tip: the Pro Starter Pack grants you access to a 50% discount on all items in the regular prize wall. So you get a MLC prize wall with everything half off for the entire month if you buy the Pro Starter Pack.
Sweet.
Event schedule. You want me to keep going, or you want to go back to you?
I got a ways in there without you, so you go ahead for a bit.
Event schedule. Below are the planned contests for this month and the beginnings of next month. Are you serious, Clark? We're going all the way into July with this? This is exciting. Ladders to Riches contest starts tomorrow, June 4th at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. So that will be reset 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Our Loot Perks Weekly Blitz, Weekly Faction Competition, and Tours, Kickoff Faction Tour Competition, and Weekly Community Events at www.champions.com.
6-7, not 5-7.
Yeah. Go live June 7th at noon Pacific. So that's again at reset. Show the full month. We're going to try to move slowly through this for everyone to get their screenshots for their faction. If you miss it, don't fret. This blog will be posted live.
And we're going to read it again in a few minutes.
And we'll be doing a second performance of this blog reading shortly. Weekly events, faction competition, collection blitz, community events are weekly on www.champions.com. Special events, and there's a calendar of dates. So the Maurice launch contest, 24 hours only, starts at noon Pacific tomorrow, June 4th, Tuesday, June 4th. Feud Prep Talent Up starts at noon Pacific.
That was very like react. I just meant like once you're done with that one, pause before you go on to the next one. But that was very like wow.
Well, I thought I paused. You told me. Okay, so Feud Prep Talent Up starts Tuesday, June 4th.
Okay.
Blitz.
Pause there though. So make sure you're not the first one out the gate. Wait a little bit after the Feud Prep Talent Up goes live. Make sure there's no bugs and points are counting because it's not unheard of for those events to have issues.
I have no recollection of those events.
Never.
Blitz to the Extreme will begin June 5th. Faction Feud will be our first weekend event, June 8th. Someone asked earlier, will it be a female feud? Because there's a female poster. We don't know. It does not explicitly state in this blog, so I don't even want to speculate. But I will say, hold it loosely, friend. Master Manager Contest starts June 10th. Midweek Contest, June 12th. Faction Boss, ooh, my favorite, June 12th.
Which means that's the midweek event.
And I think the weekend contests are bold. In case you're wondering,
Oh,
I think the weekend is bold. So
smart.
Showdown Showcase is our weekend of 6:15. Then that'll push us into the next week with another Feud Prep Talent Up 6:17. Blitz to the Extreme 6:17. Midweek contest will be starting 6:19. That coming weekend, 6:22 weekend, will be a faction feud. Notice it does not say flash feuds, faction feud. So we've got a couple of feuds, which feuds are very popular. So I could see why they would do more of them. Master Manager contest will start June 24th with a midweek contest of June 26th with a weekend showdown contest of June 26th and a faction boss June 29th. Interesting. So that's like either stacked events or subject to change. We'll see if we get any updates or clarity on that. But as of now, this is what the calendar is showing with a Feud Prep Talent Up July 1st.
Yeah.
With Blitz to the Extreme starting the week of July 1st, with a week-long contest starting Monday, July 1st, with the final week in contest, weekend 5 of this contest on July 7th. Then the finale Blitz, July 8th.
Pause. People are pointing out in the chat, but yes, that means that Flash Feud or that final feud there is July 4th weekend. Flash Feuds is July 4th weekend. It's not on July 4th though, but just be aware.
Nothing says we love Canada like having an event on July 4th weekend, right? So
wow.
Geared towards a Canadian audience, folks, not American Independence Day.
Yeah. Oh man.
It looks like yes. So please note the red box events are subject to change, but we can go ahead and screenshot this calendar and we can plan accordingly with this being the calendar that's in front of us.
Yep.
Lee, back to you.
I get the boring part, so I'm going to do it a little bit quick because we kind of know at this point how to do the evolution process on the free character. But first, you got to collect enough shards to get it 2-star gold. That's 4 days of logging in, and they have confirmed it will be all month long, just like this round. So you're going to get her as long as you log in 4 days this month. You'll find valuable evolution tokens in various places throughout the contest, including tours, midweek contests, and more, and you can evolve and enhance this superstar during the monthly contest. If you want to be ahead, purchase more Evo tokens in the shop, but there will be enough for free to bring her to 4-star gold if you play all the competitions. Consider bringing her up higher with all of your tokens if you get her in the loot. Reminder, Evo tokens will grant you points for the month-long contest, so even when you think you don't need them anymore, keep collecting. So, quick note, those are MLC points as well, so collect them every day. I'll put this up, but you kind of know the rules. You can take her to 6 silver and no farther during the month of, and those are the breakdowns to 4-star silver. 3 seconds to screenshot, but I don't know that you're screenshotting this section. Here is the, what is this big X on my screen?
I was about to say, let me double check and make sure I have the newest link. I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah.
So probably don't want to show that part on screen, but let me double check the DMs here.
After the contest is replaced, her tokens will be recruited by, I don't know why. This is just because it's a test pre-release blog, but there's nothing it's hiding. We have a big X on our screen, so there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
So here's why. On another version of the blog, there's a motion graphic. So the X is actually like an asterisk that falls down. I'm not sure why on this version it's doing that, but that was an insert animation.
Somebody just said even the blog is buggy. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Again,
your turn, Rusty.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for leaving me with that. So limited time and feud con superstar. I don't know. use the prep feud talent ups to invest in the right superstars for feud and tours. And as I open, let me make sure I'm opening the right thing.
You are.
Okay. The X went away when I opened that banner. So
there you go.
Okay. So, okay. Sorry. So, starting at noon Pacific, right on June 4th, the chapters are going to be, it looks like a VIP tour going live. So that'd be what, King of Kings pass holders. June 11th is going to be Striker, ends Friday. June 10th will be Roman Reigns, head of the table. June 25th, it's my birthday. Women's division going live on June 25th, ends Friday. And then on June 24th, it looks like there is a Ronda Rowdy Rousey CSS.
Kind of interesting since she's not with the company anymore.
Ronda, right? Is that Striker Ronda? The older, not the baddest.
I think that's. Ronda. Oh, yeah, you're right. That is. Oh, my gosh, that's Striker Ronda. Oh, that's horrible. Whew. All right. Anyway.
You can't say that.
What? Please update it to Tech Ronda at least. Just baddest Ronda instead, please.
We're never going to be allowed to do this again. Oh my gosh. So contest superstars for the faction feud that's coming up this weekend on June 8th. We have the Miz must-see superstar. That's the new Miz, correct? New Miz?
Yeah, which means it's not a woman's faction feud.
Okay. And we have Triple H, Rex Regum. We have Vader Time, which is the new Showboat Vader. We have Sheamus, Brawling Boots.
I just got him.
Nice, Showboat. We have the Final Boss, Mama Rhodes, Striker, Rock. We have the Miz, awesome, the old Showboat Miz.
Lots of showboats.
Any Raw superstar, any Andrade, any R-Truth, any John Cena, and any Showboat. So, yeah,
gonna be a lot of showboats in this this one. Wow.
Or as the Canadians call them, showboots.
You talking a boot? I have a really terrible Canada joke if I can tell it without offending everyone, but
no, I wouldn't do it.
Okay,
so
fine.
let's get up to a 6-star silver Maurice, Miz and Mrs. in this loot, including shards for the final boss. People have been asking. I thought the final boss shards were going to carry for. Get up to a 6-star silver Maurice in this loot, in the Ladders to Riches loot, including shards for the final boss, Triple H, Rex Regum, and many more top tier superstars. That is the of this blog, and I clicked like. I've never been the guy to click the like on the blog before. Yeah. Any questions about the blog? And they're asking to hear the Canadian joke. Is it like PG? Is like a dad joke?
It's super PG. It's just, and it shouldn't be too offensive, on there. So you want to hear it? You want to hear it?
Why not? But, I mean, it's cancel culture's coming for you, not for me.
That's true. I could get the intro.
I'm against this joke, for the record, but you go ahead and tell me.
All right, Rusty. Do you know how they came up with the name Canada when they were deciding the country's name?
No.
Well, the provincial leaders gathered together and they were trying to think of a name and they just couldn't figure it out. And they said, "Oh, I got an idea. We got this here bag of Scrabble tiles. Let's see what happens." And so they pulled out C, and then N, D, There you go. Worst Canada joke ever. I love our Canadian friends.
The ghost of Owen Hart is going to haunt you, my friend.
Yeah, he's going to stand at my bed and smack me upside the face all night. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Canada. Forgive me. It's the only Canada joke I know, and
we're gonna answer a few questions in the chat.
Yeah, and then we'll read it again and record it.
Someone asked, "What class is Maurice?" She's a showboat.
Someone is a showboat.
Oh, and someone said T Unit would be proud of your joke. So that's good. That's a huge compliment.
Aww.
Yeah, somebody asked, will Charlotte shards be available in the loot? I'll give my answer. I'm curious what your answer would be, Lee. I said she was not explicitly mentioned, but it does say that there are going to be other top superstars in the loot. So I would suspect there's a strong chance of that. You have a thought beyond that?
If things hold the way that they did before, then there should be shards in like the month long coins you can buy that you can use across multiple loots. I don't know what they're called, but like this week's was Muta, and the week before that was, you just keep going back. Typically there's at least the posters there. I don't know if it is the other. And for those saying, hey, I just got here, don't worry, we are going to read it one more time and record it. And then that's probably the stream, because it's a very long blog, but it's a very good one.
Yeah. So we are going to re-roll it. Some of our folks are asking to see all of the MLC cards, or I read cards. I'm saying poster. Can we see all?
Shh! Don't find me, Furpo.
So yeah, You want to go ahead and re-roll it?
We will, yeah, and we'll keep answering a couple of them in the chat here. For those of you who didn't get enough shards for the Rock, yes, there are shards for the Rock. We can't guarantee the other characters just because we don't know, but it does explicitly say that there are Rock shards in there. So that's true, Beluski. Doesn't pay us, can't find us.
and I love that people are asking. Some of these questions don't necessarily pertain to this blog, but like, Piper and Nikki Cross are in the daily bags. Why? Well, a lot of the community does not yet have those characters, and those that do can always use shards to level up other superstars in that class. So, free shards are free shards, right? And they're kind of utilitarian at this point if you already have the post. So. Yeah.
Thank you, WWE Remick. I will not hit. I actually hit the record button, but Streamlabs is extremely finicky, and I wasn't on the right thing, so clicking put me onto the window, and et cetera, et cetera. So hold on, let me go back to this. Let me go back to this so that our intro will play, and I'm gonna record. Are you ready, Rusty? I'm hitting the record button this time.
All right.
What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat with somewhere around 300 to 500 more of our friends that are sticking around here. We've read this once tonight, so we're going to read it again, but this time we're going to give a little bit of insight. If you're familiar with our WCW weekend contest walkthrough, sort of the same thing, except this is our ECW entire contest walkthrough in the land of extreme. Over to you, Rusty.
Levon, get the tables. Nice. Yeah, ECW. So this is our new June MLC. And here we go. Ladders to Riches. After celebrating the gold vibes in May, it's time to soak up some Canadian vibes, eh? Join us for this month's Ladders to Riches contest, leading to the spectacle Money in the Bank 2024. One of my favorite PLEs. Chase 4 brand new superstars from the start and get excited for a finale full of surprises. You've waited all month. Here they are. Chase 4 brand new superstars. Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. and Gear, the Miz, must-see superstar. Bret Hart, the best there ever will be, with gear, and Trish Stratus, Canadian icon, on various paths in June. Trish Stratus is Canadian icon, is the first regular women's division S+ tier superstar you can get to dominate your opponents. So equal to Rex Regum last month, right? Get them early and take advantage of their victory tours that reset weekly. Log in daily and claim shards to unlock brand new Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. at 2-star gold for free. Jumpstart packs in the shop can speed this up. Remember that from Bedtime Stories with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
For free.
For free. So pause 1 second. People are going to be asking it even though you can see it. So Ms. and Mrs. is a modern era showboat female. That is important and good. She is the equivalent to Andrade. Then Ms. is a modern era technician male and would be the equivalent to Final Boss Rock from last month. Best There Ever Will Be Bret Hart is an Attitude Era striker, replacing NWO 2000 Bret, although the same weird glasses. And then Trish Stratus is an Attitude Era trickster female. And you know what we didn't talk about when we read this the first time that you guys get to hear on this bonus read through? Another trickster female. Oh, no, man.
Why do you have to say that, Lee?
So many good trickster females.
Yeah, but there's never been an S+ tier trickster female.
You are correct, sir.
She might be the best there ever will be.
That's well, let's hope.
Well, it's Bret Hart's name, so
I know, right?
Yeah, so going down to the improvements in June. I'll speak for Lee and I, we loved the May MLC, but they took all of the notes and observations made during that contest and rolled out even more improvements to the month-long contest. New month-long Blitz experience in June. We're going to give you more info. The midweek prize wall, listen to this, it runs the whole month. And it's going to launch in week 2 of the MLC. It's a 5-week MLC. That thing's going to go live. And you can accumulate the medallions throughout the month in midweek contests and victory tours. And then you can enjoy that whole month to accumulate your medallions and claim items you've been wanting on the previous midweek prize walls, such as moments, straps, gears, and breaking news, new ultimate straps with no gender requirements.
That's a win right there.
Nice. Don't hinder gender. June will be the last month with the skill plate. Important, take note here. June will be the last month with the skill plate picker prize wall. So collect and spend your picker medallions on the skill plates you need this month because it's going away. We rebalanced and rescaled the Feud Prep Talent Up, which now has, listen to this, task for your 6-star gold tokens. They're going to count in your Talent Up. You can find 10 skill plate picker medallions in the top milestone. But again, you got to use those before June is up. The June contest is up. We also replaced the moment. I'm really excited about this. We replaced the moment token bags in the top milestones from Talent Up with the new Feud Domination chest with moments, skill plates, top tier superstar shards, and strap parts. These were previously found in the top milestones. Due to the new MLC structure in May and the improvements in June, we are removing the previous month's MLC Superstar Tour and weekly challenge tours, but rewards are going to be allocated throughout the contest, right? Remembering those victory tours reset. So you don't need to be wondering, where's my victory tour? It's resetting every week of a 5-week contest. The month-long contest in June contains most of the improvements we introduced in May. You can refer to the blog, click that link, and it'll take you to the May Gold Vibes mega blog. Lee, back to you.
So your journey to success. How do you get the new superstars this month? Well, for Ms. and Mrs. with her gear, claim 20 shards for free in the shop daily, and that is throughout the month as far as we've seen. So if you don't log in all 4 of the first days, you're not out, you just don't get her as fast. And then you unlock Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. at 2-star gold after 4 days of login. Jumpstart packs help you unlock her gear, and other MLC superstars faster. Get her new gear in weekend 1 of the loot. Earn shards for the other new superstars throughout the month and in their dedicated themed contest and loots where you can earn more from them. Below is an overview of how many shards and where you get them this month. By the way, on the positive, encouraging feedback train, let's continue to encourage Scopely. This is the right kind of blog. It's hefty, it's a lot of it, but we get a lot of the information we usually have big question marks on throughout. So, The Miz must-see superstar is A tier. So he is your equivalent to Final Boss Rock, meaning he is the grindable, obtainable chase. Contests, regular shards and premium shards. You can see them on your left and right there. Free claims in the shop and at WWE Champions. We'll have regular shards, standard MLC events, which includes Blitz Tours, Feud Prep, and more. Will include both regular and premium shards. And then you have regular and premium shards in midweek 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is a 5-week contest. And then you have weekend 1 debut loot, which is just your regulars, and theme contest, which is regular and premium. Weekend 3, 4, and 5 will have additional shards. And like last month, there is a 5-star prize wall where you can get additional, and we can assume there will also be some on the additional, month-long chase, so to speak, prize wall. If that is in fact in here, we don't know for sure. So you need 2,000 shards to recruit The Miz, and there are 2,216 available for grinding and playing. So you should be able to recruit The Miz out throughout the month. And then there are an additional 1,875. So with all said and done, there are a little more than double the shards needed to get him if you combine some spending with the free to play, but you should be able to get him free to play if you're in a faction that does your weekly contests. Bret Hart, the best there ever will be. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying, and if you're playing the game, you have to actively be participating in the contest. So
right.
Yeah, that's I think that's the real key, right?
That
is engagement. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Best there ever will be. Bret Hart does have gear and is S tier, so he's very much your Charlotte of this month, which means that hopefully, to me, Charlotte was the biggest get for the entire month last month. Not discounting Rex Regum, but she is phenomenal. So one can hope. Bret is too.
I was saying, getting Charlotte also allowed me to play in so many contests. That my faction mates that did not have her were not able to earn those points, and so it feels like it pushed me way ahead. When Charlotte out, that little 7 pull that I did on a sleepy Saturday morning was the best decision I made in May.
Yeah, and I was mad at you for that, but then the faction contest where you required Charlotte and you helped carry our faction to one of the top spots, which allowed me to get the shards I needed. So Rusty, you got me Charlotte. Thank you very much.
Nice. Hey, listen, the student is becoming the master, slowly.
Well, you can see all the points throughout here, including free claims in the shop, and then all your required / premium shards. Here's the big thing, though. If you play for free only, this character is 2,286 out of 3,000. You cannot recruit this character for free unless you get him out of a bag randomly. This is a paid chase, which Miz and Maurice are theoretically grindable to get them, and the other two are not. However, there is a little over 2,000 shards in the regular, not premium, and then in the premium there's another 2,000, so you should be able, with spending, to get somewhere near the 4,000 plus out of 3,000. But note, on the one that has an asterisk, which is his Weekend 3 debut contest, there are no shards. There are no shards of him in his debut contest. And then finally, Trish Stratus, Canadian icon, is your S plus tier. She is the equivalent of Rex Regum. And by the way, we didn't talk about this the first read through. I'm happy that there's 2 guys and 2 gals. That is a good mix. That is, talk about some nice representation there.
Yeah, I think that's a mission of equality, isn't it? There's 2 and 2.
That's right. Even, except Trish even is better, like well, it is still balanced because the S plus tier is the female and the B tier is the female. So, you average the tiers and yeah, pretty much equal. So you can see on here, I'm not going to read through all the value amounts, but the big important thing to note is, once again, this is your premium paid chase character. Unless you pull her out of a bag or something crazy like that, you will not be able to recruit her free to play. It is 1826 out of 5,000. And in this case, the premium side is much more hefty at 3450, which means that you'll need to do some either serious spending and or get her in her loot, which debuts weekend 3, in order to attain her. Rusty, back to you, sir.
Okay. I think this is the part of the blog on the first take where I dropped off. So I'm going to try to stay on with you.
Stay here, Rusty. We need you.
So Money in the Bank Blitz. This will be a new concept for June. Blitz and climb that ladder for the best rewards on the prize wall all month. Bring your newly obtained superstars from May to enjoy this new experience. The Blitz requires a 5-star Andrade Tranquillo, and at least one of the superstars released in May. Contest superstars are the 3 main chases from May: Gold Vibes, Final Boss, Rock, Charlotte Flair, Bow Down to the Queen, Triple H's Rex Regum. Earn Money in the Bank contracts in briefcases and redeem them on the prize wall for the brand new Ultimate Straps with guaranteed boost and eras, random classes, but no gender requirements. I love that change. Bring Triple H Rex Regum for the max rewards payout. So where do we find these Blitz tickets? You can earn up to 6 Blitz tickets every week. 1 in the Feud Prep Talent Up or the Master Manager contest, the Monday through Wednesday. It's the top free milestone. There'll be 4 in the top milestone of the Blitz to the Extreme contest or the Master Manager contest, Wednesday through Friday. There'll be 1 in the weekly $25 offers in the shop. So this is a month-long Blitz, and it sounds like plenty of opportunities to get those tickets. Back to you, Lee.
Well, one of our friends here in the chat's mentioning the discrepancy between free to play and paid. So just real quick, the first 2 characters, Miz and Maurice, are available grindable. That is, so you should, if you play regularly to daily, be able to get both of them. The other 2 are paid characters, and that's the economy of this game. If there's not paid characters, I mean, they can't make this game. So there seems to be a good balance in 2 free, 2 paid characters that I'm okay with personally, but don't discrepancy against someone else's views either.
Yeah, and we're free versing a little bit here, Lee, but I would say this, maybe a healthy way to look at it is when you see the word regular in the blogs and in communication, you can know that means earnable, earnable or winnable through engagement of gameplay. There might be a CSS you don't have, right? So that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be free or given or sit in a bag, but it's going to be grindable, earnable, winnable, achievable through solo play and through faction play. When you see the word premium listed, that usually indicates there's going to either be a definite CSS requirement or some spending required. So I just think that's probably the best way to interpret those.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I can earn these okay, these I'm going to have to engage in some spending.
Yeah.
And spending are part of the contest as well. So there's just going to be a piece of the contest that you don't engage with. And I think that's fair for all. So
Yeah. Well, speaking of something that I think everybody should enjoy, at least to some degree, the Super Shard Contest is back. Collect shards of June MLC characters and earn 6-star gold tokens and 6-star gold loot coins. I can't tell you how many people I saw in the Facebook groups, on Discord, that their very first ever, not just 6-star bronze, but like, or sorry, not just 6-star gold, but like 6-star anything, was from getting one of these coins. And a few people hit really, really big. So use the 6-star gold loot coins for a guaranteed 6-star gold superstar with every max pull. I have been told it should be very similar to this previous month, current month's structure, where if you get 2 of them, you should still get, subject to change, should still get a 6-star gold, but it's more the A tier range. And if you do a 3 pull, it is pretty much an S tier character. And I'm telling you, I am still missing, or was missing, like 9 or 10 of that top tier that was in there. So this was very good for me. And a couple changes on this. One in particular that's very good for the free-to-play community is collect 1 Maurice Ms. and Mrs. Shard. Gives you points up to a limit of 560. But if you look at the bottom of your screen there, new, collect 1 Maurice Ms. and Mrs. Shard, and it's now 1 point. So 1 point is not game-breaking by any means. And you're going, oh, I mean, that's not that much. But last month with Andrade, there was no points once you got past the limit. And this time around, there is no limit. You just get 1 point as opposed to 5 points of the other ones. But you get a lot more Maurice shards than you do others if it holds true for the same. So hopefully even more free-to-play people will get those 6-star gold loot coins. You can see the rest on your screen there. I will not read them. But the max milestone is the same as this month, 555,000 points. Rusty, back to you.
Yeah. And let me take a minute to answer a question that's come up in the chat a few times.
Yeah.
We don't know, based on this blog, we don't know if a plate will be offered again for the coins. We don't know if or which superstars will also be offered on, like Grayson Waller was available, I think, for the 3 coins last month. So we don't have that information in this blog, but I know people are excited about it. Tomorrow at Reset, when the contest goes live, if I remember last month, that was available right out of the gate, and you could see what you were what trajectory you were hoping for. I actually took the plate last month, and I don't regret it, but I really loved seeing all the pulls the community did, and I feel like I missed out on them in some part. So depending on what's revealed tomorrow, I'll know. So hold tight until we see it, because we don't know what's going to be in the loot. We don't know what's going to be on that prize wall just yet. So the Mrs. to Riches kickoff contest, 24 hours only. Kickstart the contest with Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. Jumpstart packs in the store because the early bird catches the worm, or in this case, 200 The Miz must-see superstar shards and ladders to riches prize wall emblems. Find ultimate straps with up to 100% damage on the leaderboard. This contest lasts only 24 hours. So how's this going to work? The task: spend 1 Ladders to Riches loot coin for 15,000 points. And if you increase the talent of Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. by 1, you get 100 points for each talent you increase her, with a max milestone of 4.5 million. Now, Lee, let's see if you remember everything I taught you in the first blog read through about Canadian culture and the potluck.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we had a number of our Canadian friends on the stream earlier, yeah, and they really said, hey, the potluck is a really important part of our culture. So getting together over a meal, bringing dishes, everybody sits down together. That's an important thing for Canada. So very excited for the Canadian Potluck Collection Contest. Find collection cases in the Ladders to Riches contest. Oop, let me center that again.
Bring your poutine out and put it in the wagon. Come, let's have a potluck, Lee.
Hey, let's go to Tim Hortons, yeah? I'd spin some loonies. Oh, you're going to get kicked out. Make massive points with Canuck Bucks, which you can find during the weekend in the solo contest milestones. Earn nearly 200 million coins, 20,000 TP, and plenty of high rarity tokens, and up to 10 Canadian Potluck Superstar chests with a chance at posters and shards that can help you in the contest. So, Rusty, this is functionally the same as the Authors of Pain notebooks, as the mugs, as the ingots, emblems that we had last month.
As the 7th anniversary VHS cassettes. That was my favorite.
That was my favorite. Although I like these a lot. And somebody pointed out on the other, the last blog read an hour and a half ago, that the Hitman one should have been pink. That was a missed opportunity right there. Brett's should have been pink. But
well, I bet, Brett probably did wear more pink than Maurice.
The pink and black attack. Come on.
In his lifetime, he probably did wear pink.
That's true. So ways to progress in this contest every single day, Monday and Tuesday. Claim free Blitz tickets in the store and at WWEchampions.com to earn collection cases and Blitz rewards. Note they reset after 16 hours. Wednesday and Thursday, earn more collection cases in midweek contest rewards. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, find Canuck Bucks during the weekend in the solo contest milestones. You know what else we didn't talk about last time we ran this? Are these Shroot Bucks? Are these just Shroot Bucks?
Do they convert to Stanley Nichols?
What's the conversion to a Stanley Nickel? That was going to be my next question. You're with me. Oh, all right, your turn.
Nice. Well, we want you to earn rewards, and we want you to know how to do it. So if you play the weekly contests and competitions throughout the month, you unlock awesome rewards in milestones, on tours, and on the prize wall. So you can earn MLC rewards during the week in dedicated contests. The month-long, now this is so important if you missed it earlier, the month-long midweek prize wall shines with various reward highlights. Imagine garnering titles in week 1, celebrating moments in week 2, and acquiring gears in the subsequent week. The order is subject to change, so don't get that mixed up. But imagining having a month-long prize wall where you can continue chasing a single goal. That's really exciting. The Feud Prep Talent Up rewards you with feud perks and more. Every new feud comes with the new feud perks. The following are the feud perks for the first feud that we'll see this coming weekend. I always say purple bad, black good, right? Purple MP, -10. Opponents, purple gem damage, -500%. Come at me, triple purple zombie Gunther. 200% reinforced gem damage, 200% black gem damage. So if you can do black gems and reinforced gems like your Rex Regum, you are going to be dealing, and it's going to be some quick wins. So Showboat, KO, a lot of those guys that can hit for that reinforced damage. Collect enough premium medallions in the solo contest and redeem them for 6-star gold loot coins, a superstar poster, June MLC superstar shards, a Gremlin's Ear skill plate, perfect for Grayson Waller if you claimed him off that prize wall last month, and more. Lee, you got a Gremlin Ears?
I do. I actually have a couple of them. But during the last read, we said we don't know what's going to be on the prize wall or if there's going to be a plate. And it's just right here. The Gremlin's Ears plate is the plate to chase, so to speak. It says a superstar poster, but that I still think they'll have the 3. But yeah, that does confirm what we just blanked and missed, partially because of what we're going to see in a minute on there. But yeah, there you go.
So you're going to take part in the month-long collection contest and earn Superstar Chest with posters and shards. Redeem your earned emblems on the prize wall and choose additional rewards such as 6-star gold tokens, coins, TP. Listen up, guys. The Rock Final Boss shards. There have been a lot of questions in the chat. What about my final boss? I'm not done yet. Keep chasing him.
You can still get him.
And much more. And this is going to reset weekly. Defeat the Maurice Ms. and Mrs. Tour boss weekly for special medallions that unlock even more rewards. The month-long Blitz rewards you with a Money in the Bank contract and the choice of a no-gender ultimate strap and a guaranteed boost on the prize wall. Now, on our first blog read-through, Lee missed it, and I said, back it up, bud.
Rusty, do you see who's in there?
That's relentless Kevin Owens. We have no idea what capacity he's going to be in the game or where his shards are going to be. But some folk, like Lee, have been chasing that guy for a long time. So we're excited to see him featured on the art of this contest.
Yeah.
You can collect keys. Now, this is saying, right, in the ladders to riches, I think that's the loot symbol, but also collect keys and redeem them for contest superstars in the ladders to riches briefcase. So that's the key pulls, my friend, right?
Yeah.
You can get guaranteed very rare items with every 55 key pull. So save your keys. Open them in batches of 55, right?
Yeah.
So you get those guaranteed Lee, what if the guaranteed very rare items are like shards for Showboat Kevin Owens? I mean, Powerhouse Kevin Owens.
I mean, it would still take me forever to get him because I'm very far away, but I would be very happy with that. Rusty, if people listen to our podcast, by the way, check out our podcast every Thursday on Apple and Spotify and YouTube, they would know that you actually missed getting Powerhouse Kevin Owens the month of his release by like 100 shards, didn't you?
I was devastated. Yeah. I was so it's probably the saddest I've ever been in this game because I was gonna max the MLC and it was the final weekend and I needed the boss battle points and I could not get at the time. I just couldn't get people to run through boss battles with me, and then I had connection issues. And it just was a fiasco, and I missed out on those shards. Yeah. But here's some good news for you. He's back.
He's back.
And please note, the briefcase loot is going to reset weekly. So players who manage to league up during the week can also use this loot. So you won't lose your keys, but people that league up will be able to access the keys once they have.
So let me mention that real quick because that's something somebody asked me, like, oh my gosh, every week it feels like they're about to go away. Why did they make that change? That was a benefit to free-to-play players because certain leagues down cannot use the key loot at all. But if you leveled up leagued up within a month, you had to wait until the entire next month to be able to use those key pulls. So them resetting weekly means everybody has a chance. If they league up, they just miss out on a couple days, and boom, then they get into the key pulls. That is a great quality of life change.
Yeah, I think so. Kickoff store bonus rewards. Talent up your new Maurice, Ms. and Mrs. Remember, she's our showboat, our free superstar this month with tokens. Or take a convenient shortcut with our starter packs in the store. One of the best things about the starter pack, Lee, is the Pro Starter Pack grants you access to the 50% discount on all items on the prize. Yeah. So the month-long prize wall, you get a special half off discounted prize wall if you invest in that. Back to you for the event schedule. I read this one last time, so it's going to be you this time.
I know. Well, we traded off because you dropped out last time, and so I just took over, and then we swapped. But either way. Right. But yeah, this is the long part. So below are the planned contests for the month, and the beginning of next month because it's a 5-week event. Ladders to Riches contest begins tomorrow as I'm reading this, 6/4 at 11:30 a.m. And then Loot Perks, Weekly Blitz, Faction Competition, Tours, Kickoff Faction Tour Competition, Weekly Community Event, all says it begins, should say 6/7 at noon, although I think that actually should say 6/4 at noon because the Blitz isn't going to, the faction competition isn't going to start 3 days after the contest. So that, I think, is a mistake. But one thing I always say, and we're going to come to it here, is don't be the first one to do your talent up right off. Wait to make sure there's no glitches or bugs before you go. And once somebody else has the worst X-Men movie ever, where Magneto's like, "That's why the pawns go first." Like, let somebody else go first. If somebody reports it's glitchy, then hold off. But wait an hour.
Action you don't like, say, "Hey, how's your talent up going?"
Right, exactly. Oh, goodness. So your weekly events include the faction competition, the collection blitz, and community events on the portal. Your special events, the Maurice launch contest, which is 24 hours only, 6/4. One more clarification we made on the last one is that they did kind of not make it as clear last month with Andrade. They said he wouldn't be required, but then he was CSS in the kickoff tour. They did move all the rewards you would have gotten for having Andrade into the normal rewards, and then had additional rewards if you got him early. So they are giving you the character for free after 4 days, but they're incentivizing spending by getting you to buy her within the first 24 hours. If you do, you get a launch contest, and you will get CSS in the kickoff blitz. Feud Prep Talent Up is tomorrow. Blitz to the Extreme is on the 5th. Faction Feud Week 1, and we did confirm later on in the blog that is a male event, which seems weird because it was a female that's releasing this week. It's a male event. But Miz will be in the loot this weekend, so that's, I guess, the justification. Master Manager contest on the 10th. That's tied to the faction feud, or to the next week, that is. Midweek contest on the 12th, which is a faction boss. Those two things could have been combined. Showdown Showcase as the weekend event on the 15th. And Rusty pointed out the ones that are in bold are the weekends. That's a nice way to look at it. Feud Prep Talent Up again on the 17th. Blitz to the Extreme on the 17th. Midweek contest on the 19th. Faction Feud on the 22nd, Master Manager Contest on the 24th, Midweek Showdown on the 26th, Faction Boss on the 29th, which is the day before my wife's birthday, and you said your birthday is the 20-something's in there too. So, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. I'll be 108 years old.
It's your 111th birthday. Yay. Feud Prep Talent Up on the 1st, Blitz to the Extreme on the 1st, week-long event on the 1st. And by the way, we didn't mention this again on the last one, but it said something about, like, wait for something at the end. Like, maybe there's a special something happening during that 4th of July week, and I would guess that is the case. Hopefully a chance to get the 4th of July plates from last year. That would be nice. And Flash Feud weekend is the 6th. So that does mean Flash Feuds are 4th of July weekend, but not 4th of July day. So as mentioned in the previous chats, lots of people are going to be not in great shape for that. So that if you don't partake, that might be your chance to really whop onto the leaderboards.
Weekend.
Yeah. Finale Blitz on the 8th, which is like there is today in game. And please note, side effects to all of this include subject to change. Rusty.
Yeah, Marie, Ms. and Mrs. Evo tokens. How to, right? So you're going to be working her up all month as your free superstar. First, you're going to collect enough shards to unlock her at 2-star Gold. You'll find valuable Evo tokens in various places through contests, including tours, midweek contests, and more. These can evolve and enhance this superstar during the monthly contest. It's just like you did last month with Andrade if you played. If you want to be ahead, purchase more Evo tokens in the shop, but there will be enough for free. Listen, for free to bring her up to 4-star gold if you play all competitions, right? So consider bringing her up higher with all your tokens if you get her in loot. Reminder, collecting Evo tokens will grant you points for the MLC. So even when you think you don't need them anymore, keep collecting. Here's an evolution chart so you know how many tokens are needed. We're going to put that on screen so you can screenshot it or look at it. But that cost rises all the way up to 8,000 at 6-star silver. I am going to minimize this box and go down to limited time tours and feud contest superstars. Do you want to do that section, Lee, or you want me to?
You can go ahead. I got a long stretch on the last one.
Nice. So limited time tours and feud contest superstars. Who are the CSS for our upcoming events? Use the feud prep talent ups to invest in the right superstars for feud and tours. So if you don't know who to bring up, here's a list. For June 4th, starting at noon Pacific, there's going to be a VIP tour, and that is for King of Kings pass holders. June 11th, Striker is the CSS. It's going to end on Friday. June 10th, looks like Roman Reigns, head of the table, is coming back for a contest. June 25th, that's my birthday. Women's division are going to be required and ends Friday. June 24th, it looks like there's going to be a special CSS with Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Then we're going to have our feud this weekend. This weekend is going to have a whole gamut of superstars for the contest. And
mostly showboats.
Yeah, a lot of showboats. The Miz is our new technician, must-see superstar. Triple H Rex Regum from last month. Vader from 2 months ago, Vader time. Sheamus, the Brawling Brutes. Burger After Burger. The Rock, Final Boss. The Miz, Showboat Miz, awesome. Any Raw superstar, any Andrade, any R-Truth, any John Cena, and any Showboat.
Woo! And then you will have 6-star loot and offers. Get the Maurice up to 6-star silver in the loot, including, one more time, shards for the Rock, the Final Boss. So there are more available for free and for spending in this contest event. Triple H Rex Regum and more top-tier superstars. Get more limited time exclusives and freebies on WWEChampions.com. And Rusty, what do we always say at the end of each WCW, or in this case, ECW?
Yeah, well, stay tuned. We're going to be doing more of our weekend contest walkthrough blogs, but we highlight at the end, look for opportunities to go on the forum and leave your feedback, because most weekends there is a forum contest and they give away incredible, like totally free superstars for they're looking for feedback that's helpful, that's constructive, and I think you have better odds of winning that contest than you do in the loot. So if you're really chasing hard this month, do both. Go hard after it, right? But leave some constructive feedback on the forum.
And like this post, it should be live in about 20 minutes. Man, reading that twice was almost this entire stream. So before we go, just make sure you follow us on YouTube. In fact, I can say we are working on a very special giveaway from our channel this month, because we are getting close to 2,000 subs. We are going to see if we can go from 2,000 to 3,000 subs, and there's a giveaway that'll go in there if you help get us there. So be sure to like our Facebook page. I'm sorry, our we don't have a Facebook page. Be sure to like our YouTube channel, and then follow us on Twitch, because we are going to start, hopefully as soon as this week, streaming our podcast live on Twitch on Thursdays in the early AM. And of course, join us Friday on the main Champions channel that we're on right now as we do the power rating. This week we will at least power rate Maurice and maybe some others. Anything to say before we go out, Rusty?
I would say if you want to prepare for this MLC, one of the best things you could do is go on and find the Ms. and Mrs. reality TV show and get to know the McKinnon family and their backstage antics away from the WWE arenas.
Well,
it's
with that,
show. I like it. Miz is so funny at home. So
we got to start on reality TV. So, I mean, that makes sense.
Did you know the Miz introduced Alexa Bliss and Ryan Cabrera, her now husband?
Oh.
He was the mutual friend that brought them together. So really good things happening with the Miz.
All right. Well, that's it for this one. We are still on Twitch for another 15 minutes, but hopefully you'll send this ECW to your friends and faction mates who are asking what's going on with this contest. Have them like and subscribe to Champions Chat. We'll see you on the next one. Bye. Boom. All right. That one recorded for sure. But actually, you know what, Rusty? It looks like the first one recorded as well, and Streamlabs was just showing me a glitch because I've got 2 files in there for today. So
the second one's probably better because I don't drop off.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, if you guys have questions, we're here for 15 minutes. Or is there any part, Professor always asks, is there any part of the blog you wanted to see again? Or is there anything, like Fist of Bomb? Let's pray for all the people without Powerhouse KO to have the choice at him in the medallion prize wall.
That would change my entire plans. This time around, I used one of my coins to get Rock Final Boss week early and get his stuff. I would absolutely Hip Designer. I would love to, but I budget them for Friday nights, so I will be doing them there. Showtime Chemo, you missed the blogs. We will be releasing the video here as soon as I can get it uploaded. In fact, Rusty, you talk for a second. I'm just going to make sure it worked, and then I'll start uploading it.
Does anyone have questions? Throw your questions in the chat. And I want to say, Lee, I don't know if you realize this, but we had Cerzoro on with us all the way from Dubai during our blog read. And he has been experiencing record high temperatures in Dubai. They have a heat wave going on. So our thoughts are with him and our friends over in Dubai. There was a blog read tonight. And yes, we did record it. So the first question about Ronda, which Ronda is it? Now, the blog said Rowdy Ronda Rousey, which is the older striker poster, not Baddest. Baddest Ronda is the newer Ronda that was a technician.
Yeah.
So
I hope that's a mistake and it's the other one.
Yeah. You know, I mean, Nia Jax was a CSS last month, right? So, I mean, like, my guess is that Ronda might be there for those that don't have, who, let's say, Trish or or Charlotte. We don't know if they're going to be secondary CSSs along with it. There were secondary CSSs along with the Nia Jax requirement, right? If you had Charlotte, you didn't have to use Nia. My guess is maybe if you have, I don't know, let's say it 5-star, requirement. Maybe if you have Maurice 5-star, you can use her. Maybe if you have, Trish, maybe that's towards the end of the contest and people are already starting to pull Trish. So my guess is even if Ronda is outdated, you probably have 30, 40, 50,000 shards of her from
That's
the
true.
people from previous. Now, unless you've used those shards, right, to level up other people, but potentially when they throw out an old CSS like that, usually it only costs coins to bring up, right? Or you might even get a fuse of her in the loot. Anything can happen when there's an old, what feels quote outdated CSS. Typically, they've kind of shown back up, and we've
Yeah.
had opportunity to collect resource for them. So I doubt we'll be bringing her up from 3-star with no resources, even if that's the requirement.
Well,
So
let's hope. I mean, one can dream, can't they? that
and
that
so
would be the way.
another question in the chat. So who are the superstars I just got here? Our free MLC superstar is going to be Showboat Modern Era Maurice. Our initial chase, the A tier chase, will be Technician The Miz. Our next level chase, more on the premium side, will be Striker, a new Striker, Bret Hart, the best there ever will be. And our S plus tier, the first ever S plus tier female in the game, will be Trickster Canadian icon Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
Lee, there's been a request in the chat for you to do a 3-minute move set on Rowdy Ronda Rousey to get us ready for the CSS. So,
Well, quite frankly, I'm gonna have to if she's the. I mean, I always try and do that based on who is out in the month, but I'm definitely going to have to. So yeah, I'll be working on that tomorrow. Theoretically, my evening is making videos, so I'll be making our break it down videos for all 4 characters and our 3-minute move set for all 4 of the new characters, and then hopefully that buys me time to get to the next week where I can do the 3-minute move sets for whoever else is involved. So
I love this. One of our Canadian friends, sniped by the OG, says July 4th is no holiday for us in Canada. So, whoo, it's like they're excited. It's like just another weekend. So
yeah.
no sweat to our Canadian. What class is Rhonda? She is a striker, and
Yeah.
I mean, she came out 4+ years ago, I would think.
More than that, and it's very surprising to me that she is the chase, or not the chase character, but involved character, because yeah, she's not even with the company anymore. But whatever.
Right, and again, we've said subject to change all throughout this blog, so that might be possible, or it might not be. Let me look and see. Any other questions? Please throw them in the chat. I love it. Baby Ice says, "You guys better put some respect on Striker Ronda." I love it.
Yeah. Well, you show me how to run her. No, I'm just kidding. I'll go through and do it. But you tell me that she's good, and I'll believe you. But I don't think that is something that most people would say.
Oof. So Al Pacino wants to know, Lee, did you put the Hard Times plate on? Who were you saying you were going to put Hard Times plate on?
I've got the Hard Times plate on Acrobat Rhea, and she is insane. I actually have a debate with myself tomorrow. I've got Zombie Becky ready to go up to 6 gold, and she does very, very good. But doing the should you take, blank person to 6-star gold, and seeing how Rhea hits, like, even I run her with full trainer, like MP trainers, double, because I don't have whoever it is, Mello or whoever, that would allow you to not have to use one of them. So most of my lineup for her trainers and coaches is just MP, like not even bonus damage.
So follow-up question. He said, "Oh no, did you try out the Hard Times Dusty? I left the move set on Discord for you."
I
that must
saw
be
that, and I thank you for that. If you can DM it to me if you didn't already, I will take a look at that on Friday when we're on the Candy Store account again. Right now, I don't have access to it. I only get it on Fridays. But if you do, I'll take a look at it because I believe you. I've heard from a number of people that Dusty is way top tier. And just so you know too, we're working with Furpo on what can we do to do a big giveaway to get past 2,000 and towards 3,000 subs. And because of that recommendation, one of the things I asked was, could we give away Dusty in the Hard Times plate? And the answer was no, he's still too valuable. So we're gonna look for somebody else we can give away, but we're trying here, and that was all because of you.
Yeah, we're in like a kind of a negotiation phase
Right.
of our giveaway. So, yeah. So someone asked, will there be a chance to get these superstars as a free to play player? We think, or we know, Maurice. Yes.
Yes, 100%.
And I think we think with gameplay and engagement, and that includes faction rewards. That recruiting the Miz will be possible to do it without spending. But again, that's through active gameplay and rewards. And just know the reason we know that is because the shard count that are available on the regular side of the blog are higher than what's required. What was it? 2268 are provided. 2,000 are required. Now it may.
I can go back to that now. I didn't want you to see what I was doing. I was getting the. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, there we go.
And it may come down to the last week of the contest, but again, if you're getting it for free, right?
Right there.
So you're earning that superstar through gameplay. So will he be free? But like that's when you say like yes, but will it take you 5 weeks? Perhaps. Some are saying, even reporting, well, I didn't get Final Boss this month.
Right.
Okay, continue on. We are reading in the blog that the shards are going to continue to be available. So, right.
Yeah, and I would say this is actually probably a good. We got 5 minutes. This is probably a good moment to kind of talk about that. Let's say you didn't get Final Boss Rock. Why? Why would be a good question to start asking, because especially with the Oopsie Poopsie and they gave a couple hundred shards away as a bonus. If you did not get Final Boss Rock, one of two things in my mind is what happened. Either A, you maybe didn't play every event, or you didn't, grind fully.
Lee says, I got Final Boss today. So
nice.
Literally the last day of the MLC. So congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a number of months when I was in a sub 100 faction where I got the chase character the very last minute of the very last day, but I got them. So that leads me to the second piece is we are not about faction recruiting here or whatever on this stream or our streams. However, if you are in a certain level of faction and below, it's a lot harder to get the rewards and the resources than if you are in a certain level faction or above. So we talk about this a lot on our podcast.
Right.
Rusty, do you want to share kind of our thoughts on family first versus rewards first factions?
Yeah, sure. And you can go, just to know, you can go back and access, you can look for, am I in the right faction? We did a whole show called Am I in the Right Faction? So obviously play the game where you're comfortable. Play the game where you want to be, right? If you want to have friends and you want casual gameplay, you're in the right place if that's what your faction is pushing for. Like if they say, hey, no minimums, we just ask that you kind of maybe log in daily, get your stars. We're going to have a lot of fun in the chat. Awesome. Great. And that might be the place for you. But you can't embrace a narrative that I'm always missing out. Because what you're getting out of the game is a family first faction that's going to really care about you and that's probably going to be getting comparable rewards to you, right? If your hunger and your expectations are for more, the only way to do that is going to be getting into a more competitive faction, right? And so you may have to compromise some of the family first values if you just say I want to go, and there are tiers of competitive factions, right, all throughout the top 100 or even 200 factions. And you have to be able to compete on the level that your roster is, but you also have to be teachable to learn. There's a lot of nuance to competitive play, but you have to adjust your either your appetite or your expectations for more, and say, well, I don't need all that. I'm free to play. I'm in a casual or a family first faction, or if you're hungering for more, you're going to have to make a hard choice and say, well, I might need to find a faction that's a little more competitive, that's meeting the goals that I have in the game. If I have the goal of getting the A tier grindable character in this new format, my casual faction may not provide me with the faction rewards to subsidize the spending that I'm not doing, right? And so on a free-to-play level, you may just be very discouraged. You may just be frustrated. You'll be frustrated with your faction. You'll be frustrated with the game. You'll be frustrated at yourself that you can't get more out of it. Or, you say like, well, I'm going to go, these guys I'm not in the top 100, so I'm going to get into the top 100. Right. Or I'm in the top 100, but I'm going to move up maybe to the top 60, right? Or, if you can do it based on your talent, based on the willingness of a faction to. So today is actually a great day, and I'm not proposing anyone to do anything rash, but if you want to make a switch, you got to do it before an MLC starts. Yeah. So like today until reset tomorrow is the time to make a switch and maybe go to one of those kind of recruiting pages or write on a Discord like, hey, I'm looking for a there's a million ways to find a faction. Reach out to a friend in the game. Can you get me in? Do you have a spot? We're not telling anyone to switch. Back to you, Lee.
Well, and the flip side of that is true as well. If you are not as competitive and maybe even not a spender in some cases, then like the very top factions especially will probably not be a good fit for you on the other side. Rusty and I, in those podcast episodes, talk about when Rusty was in a top faction that literally like moved people around week by week based on what they were doing. They required spending. They had like, you had to report your faction or to your faction leaders what your exact score was, what your roster plans were. They'd say take this person up, but don't you dare take that person up. And so there are levels of factions there too where it's like, ooh, that is maybe not a fit for me. And so that's why I say like being in a family first faction versus a rewards based faction is not, one's not better than the other. It's just a matter of which one are you a fit for, so to speak.
Like this one, Lee. Are you trying to recruit for Battletoads again, Rusty?
He is always trying to recruit for Battletoads. That's right.
Battletoads. I just want to see him do well because when I was a kid, there was an NES game that I loved called Battletoads, and for
Bash,
some
Pimple,
reason,
and Zit, baby.
Yeah, so for some reason that faction name has just always stuck with me, and I've always thought it was funny, and I've always just thought like, hey, why not cheer those guys on, right? Why not in what they're doing? So for the record, no one from the Battletoads has ever reached out to me. I've never had any communication with the Battletoads on any level. And I don't know if this true or not, someone told me they were a Spanish speaking faction, so I don't even know if that's true or if they watch our content. and no habla español, so I don't know like what's going on with the Battletoads. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and one more thing in the chat there, one of our buds is mentioning like, maybe I wasn't a fit in one of the top factions, but here's the thing, going, I don't ever want to say climb the ladder or whatever, but if you're in a sub 100 faction, if your goal could be to get into like a top 80, so to speak, you're going to
Yeah.
grow your roster there and then, eventually get to a top 50 and then so on and so forth, because you will see higher level requirements in higher level factions where,
Right.
a lot of the top factions, you have to do between 1 and 3% on every single event or they will kick you. And
Yeah. Try to jump too high too
whew,
fast for
yeah.
sure. Um, and
Yeah.
some factions have like a feeder system, right? They have like lower, I call it feeder, but they have like a developmental tier where they're
Yeah.
taking new players or smaller rosters and they're helping them grow in the game, they're building
Right.
friendship with them. Somebody even in the chat mentioned like Venomous Vipers, right? So like they
Yeah.
have
Great
eight,
faction
I think
family.
last I checked, like 8 factions that they're all investing in and building friendships with. Lee, do you know if the Venomous Vipers if every Venomous Viper would just subscribe to our channel, we would hit our goal of 3K subscribers. So yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, if everyone from Woken, Venomous Vipers, and a couple of those could just join by subscribing to Champions Chat on YouTube, we would be sitting pretty here.
Content creators, if you have a large faction, how do we enter into an agreement and be your content creator that you enjoy and that you subscribe to?
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, though, before we go, there's a bunch of amazing content creators that you should follow. And all of our goals, for the most part, are just to help the community do better in this game. So we want to shout out a few of them. Let me start with some unofficial ones, though. I always try to shout thank you to Iron Cheek 84, who helped us build this thing you're seeing on screen here and taught me how to use this finicky system called Streamlabs. Thank you, Iron Cheek 84. Please follow him. He's an amazing content creator. There's some other ones out there that are unofficials. Leisha Darling, who's part of our faction family now, it streams regularly on Twitch. Make sure you follow her. There's a number. Rusty. You're talking to your kids. I was gonna say, who else? Content creators equal salesmen. Oh, thanks.
Not at all. Not at all. That's funny. Oh well.
Right. And then
Yeah.
follow the official content creators as well, because
What
there's
have
a
I been
number of
selling?
us.
People, I guess, maybe changing factions.
I don't know.
People joining the Battletoads. Is that what I'm selling? So,
Oh, and I got a message from Gerson. He says, dude, we're still allowed to use them unless WWE tells us not to. So there's our answer on Ronda right there. But anyways, so
nice.
so on the content creator spotlight on the Discord app, we've got Alex Gaming right here posting some content. We got Sir Zorro, we got Merrick's, we got Davey D, we've got DJ Anon ZT, Benny Smadja. Who else have we got here? There's so many. It's amazing.
So you got a message from Garrison. I got one too, but it was a screenshot of a new Battletoads game, and he's like encouraging me to check it out and play it. So I guess one of us, is getting the sugar, and the other's getting the spice tonight.
Hey, you know what? That's right. Follow Professor, follow Goldie, follow MDM, follow Sir Zorro, follow Benny Smadja, follow Davey D. We got all sorts of amazing content creators. I'm always afraid I'm going to miss someone. DJ Anon ZT and T Unit. Anybody else?
Yeah, we'll be able to we'll figure out what's going on with Twitch, and we'll be able to tag all of those content creators moving forward. For tonight, you can just go on YouTube, and actually here it is. You can go in the game, right? You can go in the game and click the news feature, and then you click right here on the news feature where it says social apps, right? And social links and or Twitch stream. So you can actually access all of our YouTubes directly through the game and go ahead and log in and subscribe. So that's the easiest way versus us tagging each one. Is go in game, click on the YouTube link, and follow those guys because they're working hard and making a lot of fun videos just to entertain you and to have fun with this game.
I can't get that off of the screen. I'm gonna have to delete it there. I was trying to put up a few of the community content creators logos up there, and then one of them was like,
no.
Oh, so anyway, follow our friends who we love and who love you. And Rusty, unless you've got something else, I think that is it for us, my friend.
That's it. Yeah. Hey, tomorrow, let's kick off strong. Let's go Canadian proud tomorrow. Wear your red and white, no blue, Canada only, red and white tomorrow. And let's do it for our neighbors for the North.
And shout out to Gerson in the chat. If you're not subscribed to Gerson's YouTube, I know it's offline, so to speak. Go back and watch his videos. The OG, still the best of us. We love him. Rusty, take us out.
Well, we'll see you next time, and we're so glad we get to be part of this community. We are going to try our best to recruit these exciting new superstars and to level them up and to climb in the faction ranks this month. And just know that everything that you're trying to do with your roster and in this game, we're trying to do it as well. And so we wish you the best. We wish you a happy kickoff to tomorrow's Money in the Bank Ladders to Riches contest. We'll see you next time.